Good afternoon. I keep saying good morning every time I hop on these lives. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. It's Monday. It was a busy weekend. And we're back in the grow tent with more work to do, as always. It never freaking ends. Happy Monday, Pro Pyro. Thank you for being here. I am still coming down the mess that was this weekend. This weekend we took down the orange tower, cleaned the orange tower, reassembled the orange tower, as well as harvested everything from the orange tower. So it was a busy weekend, and I'm ready for another weekend now because I'm so tired. That was a lot of work, and my back hurts from standing like that all weekend. Honestly, I didn't even catch up on any rest, but whatever, man. Who cares? I can rest when I'm dead. What's up, Death? Thank you for being here. What's up, Corey? Thank you so much. What's up, Lee? Happy Monday, you guys. We're back at it. Back in the grow tent. This morning I came down here. I can see that things aren't getting quite the right nutrients. There's some, what is up, Krogan? Happy Monday. Wow, what a great crowd to start off a Monday. Cheers, everybody. Am I banned? From what? What are you banned from? But no, Pro Pyro, I don't know what you're... Of course I did. I said, you're the first one I said good morning to. I said, good morning, Pro Pyro. Thank you for being here. Watch it back. You will see that I said that. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but I really don't think I did. What's up, Ray? Good morning. Happy Monday. I feel good going into a new week with a clean tower, one less system to worry about in terms of water. I'm just gonna turn my exhaust fan down. Hang tight 1 second. So, yeah, it was a whirlwind of a week. A lot of issues, a lot of tears, a lot of frustration. I was ready to throw in the towel. Good morning, Bernie. What is up? Thank you for being here. But we're back, and I looked at my plants this morning, and I'm like, oh God, we're gonna have to give them some TLC. So yeah, the bucket systems are watering properly now, but the nutrients is off. So this morning I added in more water. We're gonna add in some CalMag today. Get that bloom in, get these plants fed, because with these water issues I've been having, combined with like dealing with the towers and stuff, I've just been filling up water, and every time I add nutrients, like it's never accurate, because then I have a leak and I'm losing water, and then I'm adding more water and I'm feeding them a little bit more. So my feeding schedule / amounts are all over the freaking place, and I'm feeling pretty annoyed with myself because I don't know how to like start from scratch. So I'm gonna start feeding them the amount that I've been feeding them, but it won't be the exact ratio in terms of nutrients to water. So I'll have to just monitor the PM closely, I guess, but we'll get back on track. We'll get there. It's all part of the learning curve, and it's all part of the name of the game. Death Squad says, speaking of frustration, my cucumber sadly got powdery, oh no, downy mildew this past week. I'm trying to slow the spread, but we are also nearing the end of main growth frame, so still trying to decide where to go from here. Oh man, that's so tough. We all keeping each other motivated. Yes, we are, Dottie. That is the whole point of me hopping on these lives, is honestly to not feel so happy about the certain frustrations that I have, and, you know, get some positive spirit in here and positive vibes and motivate each other. So thank you for saying that. It's raining here so much. It is the worst. Oh, well, can you send some over, Krogan? Because we need rain. But yeah, that really sucks, Death. So, I mean, I would try to get rid of it all if you can. You still have growing months left, right? So what are you using to get rid of it? And everyone send Death Squad some positive vibes, because I'm sure you need it. That sucks. When you have an issue with your plants, it can truly be heartbreaking. And that's where I'm at right now. You know, I was on such a high, and now I've been fixing and putting out all these fires that now my plants need help. They don't grow this beautifully on their own. They need with certain things. What is up, Mia Lifestyle? Happy Monday. No worries, no need to ever be sorry. You come when you can, you're always welcome. And if you're busy, no worries. I'm sending you all positive vibes today, guys. I know that things can get difficult sometimes, things can get stressful, but we've got each other. Why is it so quiet in here? It's because my air purifier isn't on right now. So yeah, today I was looking at the tomatoes. I'm like, oh God, are they gonna die on me? It could be because I cut the roots last week, so maybe they're still kind of in shock. But I've got some really nice clusters starting to happen. Some good tomatoes starting to ripen. Today I'm harvest. I'm gonna do my 2 yellow bell peppers. I'm gonna do some poblano peppers. I have 2 cucumbers ready. I'm gonna do a bunch of tomatoes and a bunch of Chinese 5-color peppers that are ready. So, we're gonna have a great harvest today. Got some salad to harvest as well. This is a no grocery store week for me, which is pretty exciting. To not need to go to the grocery store for the things that I'm growing myself. Wow, very exciting. There's only been a few times where I've actually been able to achieve that, and you know, without having to like Walmart or Freshco or whatever and get like one extra little thing or cucumber for the salad or whatever. I have like everything I need, which is very exciting. And something I've been working toward for a really long time. So finally we're here, and obviously the hard work doesn't stop. It has to continue if I'm gonna keep up this momentum, but I find that it's difficult to not have like flows with the success of your garden. It's never all good, you know what I mean? There's a lot of bad that comes with it, and so that's the boat I'm in right now. I was on a high, I was harvesting, everything was great, and now I'm like, oh wait, nutrients is a thing, environment is a thing, you gotta stay afloat, man. So, you know, it's like the scales tip all the time, because I'm like, oh, gotta fix a leak so everything else goes down here. But you know, you gotta be able to juggle it all, otherwise things suffer. And that's where I'm at right now. Like even my flowers that I haven't even had time to put them in a proper thing of water. They're just in a jar, and like one's bent over, and you know, but that's life. So this week, we're gonna get things back on track. I'm gonna give my plants the love and attention they deserve. Thank you so much, Krogan, and thank you so much, Pro Pyro. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Just catching up on the chat here. I haven't done anything yet. I was trimming the leaves with infestation. My farmer buddy says copper spray helps, but I'll need to research a bit. Yeah, I don't know much about downy mildew. Is that what you said it was called? Let me go back here. Downy mildew. Yeah, I know about powdery mildew. Have you tried using Lost Coast, or I don't know if they sell this in the States. I'm sure they do. It's probably from the States. Yeah, it's from the States. Pure Crop. Apparently it's supposed to be a great product for any kind of mildews or pests or anything like that. Just dilute it in some water and give it a good old spray. Anyways, guys, so yeah, the garden. There's, you know, still got to figure out the strawberries. I'm having a hard time figuring out the flavor and the texture. Still too soft. I got to figure out the humidity in here still. I know nothing about either. I'm at stage 1 learning about this. I'll have to look at you just show though. So this is a more expensive product. The hydro that I go to, they call this a premium product for organic growers. But organic meaning like natural, but not like organic because it's soybean oil and corn oil, 2 of the biggest genetically modified crops. But supposedly it's a premium product. It does work well. I've used it before on powdery mildew, but the powdery mildew is so far gone. Have you tried, or you can try, apple cider vinegar water? I did that once and it did work. It's just you have to constantly stay on top of spraying the affected leaves. So try some good old ACV. Or yes, a diluted milk solution. That could work too. What is up, Muffiz? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Monday, you guys. I feel like last week I was in some pretty negative spirits. I had a difficult week. Now I know in the bigger picture, I'm grateful, I'm fortunate, I'm very lucky to have the grow tent that I have, the thriving plants that I have. However, it doesn't mean that things don't get tough. And so you guys really helped bring up my spirits last week. I really appreciate it. And so this week, I'm gonna do the same for you. I'm gonna be in the most positive spirits possible, and we're gonna get this tent back on track. We're gonna get everything back on track. Bobby says apple cider vinegar gets rid of gnats, and is also, yes it does. If you have gnats especially, or like fruit flies, I take like a little dish or a lid of like a little plastic container. I put some ACV and then a drop of dish soap, and the drop of dish soap actually forces the fly or whatever to kind of get stuck in the soapy, viscous, whatever you want to call it, the liquid. So and then they can't fly away. What's up, Sandeep? How's my cucumber? I'm gonna show you. I've got a lot growing right now. I will show you in just a minute. So I haven't done a tent tour all weekend because we had to get to work. I took a break. My net pots are still soaking in the same water that I soaked them in on Saturday night, Friday night, Saturday night. I don't even remember, guys. Every day's just blur now. But yeah, so the orange tower, everything's good to go now. We are going to be ready for the next run soon. I've been managing to keep my seeds alive. They're all starting to germinate, so things are going to happen quite quickly now. And then, yeah, this week, so today I plan on kind of working on all my content for the week so that the rest of the week I can really connect with my plants. For me, in order for me to get like, it's a weird thing. If I take space away from like emotionally connecting with my plants, then I can't, it's hard for me to get back into the groove of help them and like understand what's going on with them. And so that's what I need to do. I need to reconnect. Right, guys? It's been a while, and I think they miss me and I miss them. So even though I'm here in the morning, it's more of like, oh my God, water on the floor. Oh my God, tower's not working. Oh my God, seedlings are dead. Oh my God. So I don't have the actual time to enjoy and just be present in the moment and spend some time with my plants and honestly talk to them and see like, what's up? How you guys doing? You gonna get me any food anytime soon? So yeah, I think that's in order, and it might sound silly, but honestly, that's the type of gardener that I like to connect with my plants. And that's one thing that I love about having everything automated, is it gives me the time to do that. So although automation can present its challenges, when you've got everything under control, it's a beautiful thing, because then you get to just enjoy your plants and not worry about anything else. Death Squad says, very interesting. I will note these methods down and research. Yes, absolutely. And you report back and you let us know which one you tried and which one you didn't, or what was most effective. I would love to know. So yeah, guys, I have, we were going to work on some pollination today, and I'm thinking we might top our pepper plants. I'm going to see how they're looking like today. I did a little pep date, and yeah, the peppers in the second bucket system are doing so much better than the first round. So I'm looking forward to it. Pro Pyro says 4:20. Is that what time Netherlands right now, Pro Pyro? Yes, good news. All right, so let's do it. Let's do tent tour. Oh, also, biggest new update is I added the bloom into the second bucket system. So now they're officially on bloom. Even though the eggplant are still too young for it, they better shape up or ship out, because that's the nutrients they're getting right now. So hopefully it'll kind of force them and force them to flower. We'll see. Hopefully they'll survive it. Marigold plant, it helps other plants grow. Yes, that is very true. Zinnia plants are similar, and I do have zinnia flowers growing, but those are kind of out of control. Got a good feeling about that. About what? About Death Squad's using apple cider vinegar? Marigolds. Yeah, I've never planted marigolds, but they're similar looking to zinnias, and I think they're actually in the same family. All right. Oh, the bloom, yes. Yeah, so they've been they have been flowering already in the second bucket system, but they've been on fertilizer because I still have different growth stages. But moving forward, what I'm going to do is anything new that I start that needs to go into the buckets is going to go in the tower, and I'll raise it in the tower until it reaches a certain point where I feel comfortable adding it to the buckets that have the bloom fertilizer. So that is going to be the plan moving forward. What's up, Vince? What's up, Colton? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys today because I'm not stressed or preoccupied with other stuff. So I have a feeling it's going to be a good week, you guys. We're going to get things back under control. We're going to get things organized. And I'm going to take you all with me on the journey. Thanks to your inspiration, I am incorporating zinnias in the garden next spring. Yes! Oh my gosh. Death Squad, when you're ready to buy seed, you let me know, because I'm going to get my hands on. So there's this woman that I've been following, and she is the reason why I started growing flowers. Her name is Erin Zakine. She is a flower farmer, breeder, cultivator in Washington, and her line or brand or farm is called Floret Flower. I've grown zinnias only a couple years now, and I've never had better quality seeds and flowers and blooms than her product. Now, she only took it to market one time since I've been following her, which was not this last year, the year prior, and I bought them. And I don't have any more seeds left. Like, I saved some from the flowers that I was growing. Some of them are viable, some of them aren't. I have a couple in my outdoor garden. I'm gonna save some. And yes, Pro Pyro, I'm gonna send you some seeds. So anyways, now she's refined her Floret Flowers. Go follow her on YouTube and on Instagram, but YouTube is where it's at. This woman, it's just an art, man. She has inspired me so much, even with the indoor garden. Like, I started following her before I started my aeroponic journey, and she is just awesome. I love her. I love her farm. I love what she does. I love her brand, and I really love the care and the respect that she has for her plants. And so she's been working on refining these varieties, and I bought several of them last year, two of which are actually in the buckets right now, the dahlias, are also at flower, and they're going to be a surprise, and they're my last 2 seeds, which is why I'm very excited about them. But she's been working on for a really long time to refine these varieties and refine the color palettes. And so last year she had maybe 6 different collections of zinnia varieties, and this year she's taken the varieties and refined them into like 15. So there are some, like, there's varieties. There's one I've got my eye on called Laffy Taffy. And oh gosh, they're so awesome. So Death Squad, Pro Pyro, all of you guys, I'd love to send you guys some seeds just as like a token of my gratitude for supporting me and whatever. So she doesn't sell those on the month of February, but once I do get them, I'm going to put together a little care package for you guys. And anyone who's interested, oh my gosh, Death Squad, the unicorn mix is the one I'm after. Somebody is selling them on Etsy, but they are such a ripoff, and I don't know. I'm just going to wait till February. February is when it's going to open up her shop and sell her new varieties, I think. I was so disappointed this last February when they were not available. So yeah, and the quality of the blooms are like, these are like, I mean, beautiful, but they're like garbage compared to the ones that she cultivates. Like huge flowers, and they're just, honest, they're magical. They're magical. I have ones called Precious Metals, and almost have like a metallic sheen to them. They're just breathtaking. I have so much respect for people that, those ones there aren't from Floret. No, they're not. All the bright colored zinnias that I have are not from Floret. So you can tell the difference, because the flower itself is so freaking small. Usually Floret flowers are like 3-4 times this size. The metallic ones are so cool. I'll show you. Hang on. I've shown you guys this so many times, but I'll show you again. And they're great pollinators. They're awesome to, like, they're good companion planters, especially if you're growing cucumber. But yeah, these, so this is the Floret flower book. I keep it because I freaking love it. So this is her farm. She's got like a cat hanging out on the hoop house. So yeah, the size of the blooms, like, look at the size of those, right? They're just so much nicer than the ones I currently have growing. So this is her. She's incredible. And look at the size of her flowers. Look at the quality. They like stack so nicely, and they're just, I don't know, man, even if you're not into flowers, you can't not appreciate this. It's just, and so this is what they do, is like they're constantly refining varieties and constantly working hard to create these like incredible colors and like variations in color. And it's just, so this is like one of their breeding greenhouses where they kind of segregate all the different colors. It's so cool. They have tons of different sections on their farm where they're kind of training. So this purple one right there, that one is from the new color palette called Laffy Taffy. And she didn't release that last year, but it's coming out this year, I think. And then these ones are the Precious Metals. They're all different colors. There's a ton of different ones, but they're just, again, the quality is just like ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then she also specializes in dahlias as well. I have all of her books. I'm just, honestly, I'm just obsessed with her. Yeah, these are the shooting star dahlias. I have purple ones out in my outdoor garden. They're so pretty. But yeah, so I'm excited because I've got some dahlia varieties in my bucket system right now, and I don't know which ones. So that'll be fun. It'll be a fun surprise. They are called Can Girls, and they are, I don't know where they are, but these are the Precious Metals. I've got a couple of seeds, and I'm saving them because I'm gonna plant these in the winter in my bucket so that I have flowers all winter long. But yeah, these are them, and they're just unlike anything I've ever seen. I know they're flowers, and I know a lot of people don't care for flowers, but if you can appreciate a plant, you can appreciate the hard work that this woman puts in. It's truly, truly an art. Yeah, no problem, Dad. I went off on a little bit of a tangent, but again, the things I'm passionate for, I'm really passionate about. So, all right, let's do this tent tour. It's been a couple days, so I'm sure you guys are looking forward to seeing what's going on. Now, it's going to be a little overwhelming. Again, things are not in the best shape, but let's get to it. Colton says, I'm actually considering doing some more flower and only basic veggies. Nice. You know what? Flowers are awesome. Even if you're not into flowers yourself, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful contribution to the environment. If you're going to take up space in the earth to grow plants, at least contribute a little bit so the pollinators can enjoy. That's the way I see it. So adding flowers is fantastic, and it's great for the environment. Flowers are the cherry on top to a veggie garden, I think. Make it pop a bit. Yes, there's nothing I love more than this view right here. And the flowers paired with the purple peppers is just a beautiful, beautiful combination. So I love a good couple of flower plants in a garden. All right, so first up in the tent tour is the Orange Tower. It's empty, you guys. There is nothing in the Orange Tower. Don't you miss it? It was full of lettuce and herbs just a week ago, and now, wah wah, it's empty, but that's okay. So I harvested everything. I have a huge glass Tupperware in my fridge full of herbs. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them, but I'm gonna have to figure something out because they gotta get eaten. All right, next up is the germination station. So, all of our chives have sprouted, and some of the lettuce have sprouted, and I told Jack Ashes, who was here on the weekend on the chat, that I would do some spaghetti squash. And what's up, something about nothing? I am in Ontario, Canada. And yes, Death, it looks so cool and shiny. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's clean. But there are obviously some spots, like a little hard water here, but yeah, that was a lot of work. I am in the GTA, something about nothing. All right, so I've got my parsley tower, so I'm gonna have to clean off this algae, but now I've got finally more parsley growing. I mean, harvested so much that I still have more than enough to have in every single meal, but yeah, more. And then we added mustard leaf to the orange tower, or to the yellow tower. I took it out of the orange. This leaf is not good anymore. I'm gonna take that off. So we got the mustard greens. We got the dill still growing. I've got the sage. What else did I move? I've got the basil plant down there. I've still got my flowers growing in here. The celosia, these are from Floret Flower actually, and they're finally blooming. Finally. So no, I'm not in Oakville. I'm just in Toronto, outside Toronto. What's up, Tobias? No, but maybe one day. What's up, Mark? Thank you so much. This basil came from the orange tower, and now I moved it to the yellow one because the orange tower got cleaned this weekend. So that's the yellow tower. We've got some flowers growing in there, and we've got more flowers here, just experimenting, seeing what the tower can do. And our lettuce tower, I'm gonna have to start eating all of this. It's gone a little bit easy, you guys, because I had wilting issues. The water powered off and the tower wilted, and so some of the leaves went brown. Some of them aren't looking so hot, but they taste great and they're super crunchy, so we're still gonna eat it. Everything will grow back and everything will be fine. It's just also, yeah, it's a lettuce, and so yeah, gonna have to eat all that, but There's definitely no shortage of lettuce, that's for sure. And thank you so much, Something About Nothing. Appreciate you for being here. So yeah, tomatoes, I don't know, man. I'm not so sure. They're looking, I don't know, maybe they're looking a little rough. They had a few days of improper nutrients, and then we cut the roots last week. I mean, they have grown significantly since we pruned them, and the roots are looking really, really nice. Holy shit. I didn't expect that. Wow. So, wow. I have to do a before and after. Holy crap. You guys were here last, holy crap. You guys were here last week when we did this. Okay, this is underwhelming, but this is how they all looked. Mark is asking what I do with all the finished product. Well, Mark, I eat it. I eat salad every night, cook with parsley every night. I got my salad every night. I've got fresh bell peppers on the side. I've got, spicy pepper. Oh no, my poblanos are starting to ripen. Oh no, I'm gonna have to pick them today. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute, but there they are. Oh no. So anyways, so yeah, these are looking so much better now. Wow, wow, wow. What was changed? Well, I ate the clay pebbles last week, and I switched it with the foam collars, and then I also pruned the roots. And what a difference. I took out the whole root mass that was all messed up, and we've got so much new growth in every single plant. I am shocked. Something About Nothing podcast. I've got chives right here, coming right up, right there. So those are all going to go in the orange tower for the next run. What's up, Wickershire? Thank you for being here. Eat salad. Salad. We are all about salad. Yes, honestly, can never have too much salad. Just started my outdoor garden here in El Paso, Texas. Nice. Well, happy growing. I hope you have the best experience, the best yield, and the best product. So I've got a lot of new flowers now that I pruned the roots, and the size of the tomatoes has increased significantly, which is kind of what I've been looking for. They've been so tiny, and I've been trying to figure out, how to get the tomato, the fruit itself, a little larger. And well, there we go. So better root health makes for better product. So I've got a ton of new growth here, a lot of new clusters. So those are the cherry tomatoes. The cucumbers, really, really struggling, guys. First of all, the environment has been off. Second of all, the nutrients has been incorrect. This is CalMag or calcium deficiency. Anyways, we're going to get back on track. But yeah, the cucumbers need help, that's for sure. I'm going to harvest this guy tonight, and then I'm going to focus on the nutrients. But look how large this cucumber is. My goodness. And then we got some weird ones that we didn't pollinate properly. But I'm still going to harvest them and eat them. What's up, Jason? Thank you for being here. Colton says, healthy roots equals healthy fruits. Yes, absolutely. I got cantaloupe, tomatoes, basil, beans, rosemary, and avocados. Wow, that sounds awesome. I wish I could do avocados. That would be so wonderful. Something About Nothing says you need some bumblebees in there. I'm the bumblebee. I pollinate with my paintbrush everywhere I go. And we actually had a beer on the chat who said bumblebees would just go right up to the lights and just pretty much die in here. So not a good environment for them. Wickershire says, okay, I can see Nat in cowgirl boots and cowgirl hat and a bad oversized silver buckle. Don't forget the chaps. No, I'm just kidding. Avocado's really cool. Wish I could grow that up in Connecticut. Oh my gosh, me too, man. Me too. It's not happening here. I mean, I could, but it takes so many years, and I could try. I do have a little lemon seedling here. It is in soil, and doing okay. I just gave it some newts the other day. We'll see how it does. that would go in line, the Wicker Shop, with all your channel name suggestions. There was one that I said that it sounds like an OnlyFans handle. The Wicker Star was trying to help me figure out, just in case I don't like my channel name, which I very much do, but in case I didn't like it, he had some suggestions, and one of them was something about Wet and Wild, and I was like, that doesn't really sound like aeroponics. But thank you. I appreciate your input, and it gave me a great laugh, so that was hilarious. I have a couple coffee plants, and same story as the avocado. Hey, I've got my coffee plant seeds right here. Where are they? I've got them somewhere. I just don't know if they'll grow in my environment. Well, they will. I just don't know if they'll do well in my environment. Anyways, back to the tent tour. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. You make me laugh. See, I told you it's gonna be a good week. The vibes are high. We're keeping it positive. No more complaining. Mark, it is. It's a wonderful community, and we all have a good laugh, and we eat well too. All right, so next up is the zinnia, or are the zinnias. So these girls have just gone crazy. I don't know what's been happening here. Got to be a nutrient deficiency. Again, they haven't been getting fed properly, but they are blooming. So we've got, you know, quite a few buds per plant, which is really, really nice. And I'll just show you the flip side of the tomato plants. As you can see, there's something going on here. So we got to get these girls fed. They are hungry. Yeah, so many new flowers everywhere. A lot of new growth, a lot of new tomatoes. The dahlia plants, so the flowers that I just showed you in that little pamphlet, oh my, they're all over the place. Oh boy, this isn't even... All right, I'm gonna have to clean that. Yeah, Plant Hub lives forever, LOL. Yeah, so these dahlia plants, I don't know, I'm gonna have to clean those up. Yes, Michael, I've got strawberries growing. I'm struggling to get the flavor right, and I've got some kind of nutrient deficiency happening here. Like I said, I've been having issues with properly feeding my plants since I've been doing so much damage control and putting out fires this week that I've been struggling. But we're gonna get things back on track today. I'm gonna start feeding them properly, and we have some hand pollination to do, but these are the strawberries. They're still flowering like crazy. I just need the leaves to start growing properly, and as you can see, any of the new growth is having issues. At first I thought it was overwatering. I reduced the water, and that's still not the case. Moving on, sugar baby watermelon. It's still like a softball. I'm just waiting for it to grow and we'll see when it's ready to be harvested. I did have some new melons growing, but I don't know where they went. But to figure this plant out, we got crunchy leaves. It's no bueno, you guys. We're gonna have to take care of this for sure. Chinese 5-color peppers are doing wonderfully well. Per usual, I talk about how this is my favorite plant. I mean, purple and orange go so freaking well together. So do purple and green. So do purple and red and purple and yellow. I freaking love this plant. So yeah, they go through 5 different ripening stages, giving plant 5 beautiful colors at once. And this week, toward the end of the week, we're going to do a taste test. I'm going to pick one of each ripening stage, and I will do a live Chinese 5-color pepper taste test. So we're gonna have some fun with that. You know, last week was so stressful. Let's have some freaking fun this week. Okay, moving on down the line, I've got the jalapeno peppers. I keep saying this and I keep forgetting to harvest this one, but I gotta harvest this one. It's gonna be so spicy. I've got more jalapeno peppers here. And this bell pepper plant is getting so top heavy now. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But she just wants to lean forward. Anyways, so we've got quite a few peppers growing on this plant, but the majority of them are on one side. Anyways, we'll see how that goes. And then, yeah, new growth here. Growth here. These are gonna get harvested today. They look awesome, and the size looks so good. Look at that size, you guys. Is that bag appeal or what? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. For those of you that have not been following along, I've been trying to get some decently sized peppers out of my plants, and in the past they've been so small, so it's really exciting to have a substantially sized pepper. All right, let me catch up on some of the chat here before we move on. Can help you on why your strawberry plants in water are doing butt puckering curl scrunch. Well, I will figure that out and let you know. I don't think it's too much light. I think it's a nutrients issue. I think strawberries like a lot of something, and I'm not giving it to them. I gotta Google what that is, but we're gonna figure it out. Thank you so much, Colton. Appreciate it. So yes, those are our peppers. Gonna harvest those today. And we have more on the way. And then I showed you guys the poblano peppers. I also have a little baby habanero growing, which maybe that's what we'll focus on tomorrow. I gotta get these repotted. They're not doing too well, so we're gonna get them in the foam growers. But yeah, there's a habanero pepper over there, and we've got some new growth, so finally I'll have some habanero. And yeah, and just wanted to show you guys here, I have so much new growth on my tomato plants. Ever since I cut those roots, you guys, we got tons of new flowers. So it seems as though now is when the abundance is going to happen, which is very exciting. Yes, ProPyro, it has to be perfect. And what's perfect for some plants is actually like killer for others. So yeah, we'll be careful. What up, Doc? Thank you for being here. Happy Monday. Hope you're having an awesome day so far. Your garden looks awesome. And give your show a shout out tonight on YouTube, Doc. What is it? Show Your Grow Mondays at 7, I think. Anyways, so these are our second round of bell peppers, doing much better than the last ones were. I was gonna top these, which I probably should, so maybe we should do that today. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we've got flowers happening. We've got a nice thick stalk forming. All right, everybody, go to Dr. Danknug's YouTube channel and check him out tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. He's doing a little show your grow. So yeah, you can tell these roots are much better because I'm not overwatering. I'm gonna show you guys something ugly. Are you ready? Root rot, like really bad, like really bad, because they were getting way overwatered. But then you can see here, Natalie learned her lesson and now she can apply it. So there we go. I'm applying everything I've learned and now no root rot. Well, maybe a little bit, but we can snip those right off. Eggplant, but they're so nice and lush and green. If you guys remember the last time when these were young, they were really screwed up looking. So I'm really excited about the condition of these bell peppers. The eggplants, I don't know what the heck happened to one over here. I mean, these are doing great. This one is just, holy crap, beautiful. These leaves are gonna get 3 times this size, you guys. Doctor says, you're like me, I learned the hard way, but at least I learned. Absolutely. I'm somebody who, I'm not research, I'm not going to read about it. I'm just going to pretty much like F it up intentionally so that I can learn from the lesson. It's extra work, but that's just who I am, you guys. I'm not a big reader. I'll just like Google and whatever pops up on the AI, I'm like, yep, that's the answer. So yeah, we've got our eggplant. We've got 3 varieties. Snowy eggplant. little finger and eggplant, little eggplant and black beauty eggplant. Thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate you, and wish you the best of luck on your garden. I wish you some happy growing. All right, peppers are in the way, so I'm gonna have to hit them this side and show you what we got. All right, we got our first Armenian cucumber. Wow. So I'm just gonna take a little step back here and show you guys this view because it's awesome. We're gonna wheel the orange tower out of the way. And look at that. Come on. It's like a freaking jungle. It's beautiful. You know, I'm getting pretty good at telling when people are trolling me now. It's just too easy. Colton says, my 4-plant grow box taught me that lesson. Oh, that lesson. Too hot in the box, no chiller. Yes, so that's the problem too, are my the temperature of my water is too warm, 2 degrees too warm, and so that could also be contributing to the root rot. Thank you so much, Doc. I actually feel like my plants are looking brutal right now compared to how they were looking about a week ago. This week has been issue after issue in the grow tent, and I've been working tirelessly to try to fix them all, and yeah, but everything's looking rough, but it'll get better. Pulled that failed baby eggplant and put it in a cup with damp sphagnum moss and hit it with ginger water. Oh wow. Or I could just give it time and it'll grow, but what you're saying will probably expedite the process. I'm just gonna give it more time because I've had it happen to peppers too, and eventually if you just wait and give it time, then it'll grow. But what you're saying is probably the best way to do it. What's up, Jack Ashes? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And thank you so much, Michael. Amazing jungle. Thank you so much. It truly, truly is a jungle that we need to tame, you guys. But anyways, back to the cucumbers. We've got 9 cucumber plants here, 3 different varieties: Armenian cucumber, lemon cucumber, and salt and pepper cucumber. So I don't know if this one's turning yellow. I know it's supposed to be a yellowish light green, and I should Google what it looks like because I don't know if it's the nutrients. Maybe it's like changing color and I should harvest it and just eat it. But yeah, you could tell this plant is going through it. Again, they were on Grow 7410 from General Hydroponics that I just transitioned this bucket system to the Bloom 487, and I did a half-half mixture because those eggplants, they're still such young seedlings that I gotta kind of like average everything out to satisfy everything, and other things suffer as a result. So anyways, back to the cucumbers. I've got a lot of cucumbers growing here. But yeah, all different varieties, and we got to pollinate, so we're going to be doing that in a couple minutes. But yeah, you can see here definitely some kind of deficiency. I don't know what that is, but we got it. They're like crunchy. So any idea how to fix root rot outdoors? No, I only know how to fix it when you can lift up the lid and have quick access to the but I don't know how to fix something like that otherwise, like if it's in soil. So yeah, if any of you guys know what this deficiency is, it's probably CalMag, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, and then yeah, the tomatillos are freaking flowering like crazy. I've been hand pollinating them as well, because these need more than one plant pollinate in order to get fruit. And then the cantaloupe and the honeydew are both flowering. This just happened when I introduced the bloom, so it's kind of forced them to flower, and now I'm gonna have to get them on the trellis so they're not in the way of the tomatillo plants. So those are those over there. And then check out this cluster, you guys. It's like a dual cluster of tomatoes. It's gonna be like, I don't know, maybe like 12 14 tomatoes in one cluster. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, this is just one plant. It was a clone that we had in the tower, and it is doing so freaking well. Same with this one. It's all fruiting, which is wild. Absolutely crazy. And then that's it. So I'm going to root rot outdoors fix. Soil fix is broad fork and crack the ground to aerate it and have water drainage. Your soil is not breathing. Till broad fork, we need air. Actually unpotted, chopped up to half the bottom of the root, half of bottom root system off, and reburied them either outdoors or repotted them. Wow. See, I have to do that. Actually, you know what's so funny, you guys? I had a Japanese maple in the ground and I had to move it, and so I unearthed it. I got it out of the ground and I repotted it, but the soil that I repotted it with was like a really, it's almost like as if the soil had been mixed with concrete. It was very hard and dry, and so I put it in the pot, and this was kind of before I knew what I knew about plants. And this year it's still alive, but it didn't bloom or it didn't produce any leaves or anything. And yesterday somebody came knocking on my door and they're like, I'm a bonsai artist and your Japanese maple is dying. Can I repot it and fix it for you? And I was like, seriously? And you know, well, you guys know, for those of you that grow, in your everyday lives, you know, not many people know about growing or gardening, and so it's not something you could talk about a lot. But when someone comes knocking on your door and wants to talk about repotting and roots and gardening, I was like, oh, all right, because normally I tell people to F off if they knock on my door. I don't want to deal with anybody. But I was so interested. I was like, oh, and what do you do? Are you a gardener? And how did you get into bonsai and blah, blah, blah? Anyways, so I told him, no, I don't need his help, because now I'm like, there's no excuse. I have to repot it so that it doesn't die. So I have to do that at some point this week, because I bet you he's going to come check up on it. Because you know, when you care about plants, it doesn't matter whose garden it is or whose plant it is. It, like, if you see something that's dying, you just want to go fix it. So yeah, that made me laugh. If your soil is fertile with bugs and worms, it will aerate naturally. If not, perlite works, sand or vermiculite. Oh no, I'm sorry, Main Dad. What kind of plant is it? I don't know if you've already mentioned that, but I could have missed it. And everybody send Main Dad and his 10-foot plant some positive vibes. Wickershire, you always make me laugh. You know how many people probably think that about my garden? I'm gonna say it out loud just in case the chat replay doesn't. Knock, knock, knock. It's God. We grow in soil. I made it for a reason. Stop this abomination. LOL. I get that from people all the time for growing aeroponically. There's actually this one guy on Instagram where like every video I post, well, not anymore, and I kind of miss him. Every video I post, he's like, water sucks, like soil for the win. Get yourself some soil beds and like aeroponics, you and your hippy dippy chemicals. And it just made me laugh. But yeah, now I just laugh about it because I'm like, whatever, man, at least I'm growing. Anyways, let's grab the paintbrush and pollinate, shall we? I know, you guys are making me laugh. You guys are hilarious. So, I've had been running deep water culture. Well, that is comforting to me because most people that grow in soil are loyal to the soil, you know? Aeroponics just freaks me out. Oh, Nat, that guy's probably one of my other 100 accounts. Oh my gosh. Well, but Yeah, there's a lot of people that are either intimidated by it or just, there's something to be said about just something in soil and just leaving it. Like soil often has so many nutrients already in it, and then you got the rain. But the thing is, Mother Nature isn't going to optimize environment for you, and that's kind of what indoor gardening is. It's a more controlled environment where you can and yes, I can still indoor garden in soil, and I have my lemon seedling in soil, but the reason for the aeroponics is it's a kind of like a hassle-free way of growing indoors, and it's extremely controlled, and that's kind of the goal, is to be able to have to not manipulate, like I don't want to genetically modify growing, but if I want something to taste better, I can play around with the nutrients and adjust, and I can choose when I harvest it and stuff like that. So I just watched through Slits in My Fingers, best horror movie ever. Well, I'm glad I could provide you with some entertainment. You know what? It's cool to be able to explore different methods of growing, and I'm glad to have you here because you can offer insights on growing in soil. A lot of people, if not most people that are here and that participate in the chats, they usually grow in soil, so I'm sure everyone can appreciate any type of growing, it's just a mutual respect. That's all it is everyone who grows, even if you grow differently and you have criticism and whatever, I love that we all just respect each other. I'm going to hydroponics next. I've done soil. I want to experience all aspects of growing. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, is trying everything out. Like right now I've got the outdoor garden. It's just flowers, but it is in soil. The thing is, now I'm more intimidated about the soil than I am about aeroponics. So even though there's so much more that goes into aeroponics, I'm so intimidated by growing in soil. Like right now, my flower garden is suffering so bad, and I'm like, whatever. If Mother Nature's so great, it'll just fix itself, right? I'm just kidding. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. All right, so I'm going to show you really quick what I'm doing. I'm doing the work of a bee. So hang on one sec, you guys. I always forget to put my phone D&D, do not disturb, and then I get disturbed. All right, so I don't have bees in my garden, and in order to get fruit with certain plants, you have to pollinate. This is the Armenian cucumber. The female flower is the one that has the fruit growing at the base. The male flower is the one that's just a basic flower, nothing special. The goal is to take the pollen from the male flower and transfer it to the female flower. And if you do it successfully, you'll get a fruit. I'm just catching up on the chat. I'm here ready to jump on all the failures and put salt in the wound. Thank you so much. I love that. It's so character building. Thank you so much. Soil growers unlike. That's funny. Princess, do not overcomplicate soil to a very simple thing. Caretakers of the plant, let the soil do the work. I do. I'm letting the soil do the work, and to be honest with you, it's freaking slacking. It's not doing a good job at all. I've got something seriously wrong with my flowers in the garden. I don't know what it is. I use Lost Coast every day for an extended period of time, and now that I'm not using it, the plants look brutal. They're just getting destroyed by stuff like Japanese beetles and other stuff. But it's definitely a slower process. Aeroponics and hydroponics like directly targets the roots, and so it makes it such a quicker process. Yeah, all I really do for my outdoor garden is defoliate. I give some nutrients and yeah, I don't really do anything else. Well, I water, obviously, but that's just a given. So I don't know which varieties are which. And for example, on this plant, I'm only seeing male flowers, but pollinate increases your flowering. So I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. Aeroponics is power growing, pretty much. You guys, these cucumbers are at 5 weeks and we're already fruiting, which is quite quick actually. I think that's the quickest I've gotten. The goal is to get quicker, more, and faster. And next we're doing root vegetables, guys. I'm gonna do a root vegetable series. I want to figure out how to grow garlic, onion, potatoes, beets, ginger, turmeric, all the good stuff, you know? Oh my god, you guys make me laugh. Shire says every male flower being swirled with a paintbrush. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yep. We are hand pollinating, doing the work of bees, except manual. Where's my electric toothbrush when I need it? Yes, Doc, I'm excited about the root vegetables. It's going to be very cool. The closest thing I have to that right now are these dahlia flowers. They grow, their root system are tubers. And so there it is. I'm going to have to cut the net pot soon because look at that. It's just busting through net pot. But yeah, it's forming into a tuber similar to ginger. And so that'll be really cool to see how that kind of finishes out. So the goal is to produce the tuber in the aeroponic system. Hopefully it'll have more than one eye, and then I'll separate them and then plant them outside for next year. And that way I can save these floret flower varieties that I love so much. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep pollinating these. Honestly, if you don't kind of focus, you forget what you pollinated and what still has to be pollinated. And that's kind of where I'm at right now because I just randomly go everywhere. I'll just... So yeah, I'm just gonna do this for the next couple of minutes, make sure I get everything, and then we're gonna move on to the tomatillos. What up, Ganix? Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. You all had a wonderful weekend. What did everybody do this weekend? Oh, Nat, what's the pH of the water? pH, I try to keep it at 6. Everything has different requirements, and I kind of have to average it all out to satisfy everything, which can be challenging. So we're at 6 right now. It's just the water temperature. The water temperature right now is too warm. All right. Cukes have been pollinated. Now we are doing the tomatillos. So for those of you that don't know, because there's a lot of people who don't know what tomatillos are, they're also referred to or also known as a Mexican green tomato. They're green, they're a purple husk, and they're good. Look at all this pollen, you guys. I don't know if you can see that, but you like tap the flower and it's everywhere. So I'm just gonna go around. So the goal is to take the pollen from one flower on one plant and move it to another plant's flowers. If you pollinate the same flowers, or sorry, the same plant with its own flowers, you're not going to get fruit. All right, so that's done. That's what the grow tower is for, the Wickershire. The grow tower is a lower pH for the lettuce. Where's my strawberry paintbrush? There it is. So we're gonna do the strawberries. Thanks so much for being here, Pro Pyro. Have a great one. Happy Monday. We'll see ya. All right, we got so these are the strawberry flowers. You're moving the pollen from the anthers or from the stamen to the pistils, which is the little outer, these little outer yellow parts to the center dome-like part. So you kind of just want to brush like that. And it's said that multiple flower interactions, so pollinating with more than one flower, is going to get you a better shaped and better developed fruit. So I just go around to all my flowers and I brush them. Oh, we got a little, I mean, it's deformed, so it probably wasn't pollinated properly, but we got a screwed up one growing. It's representative of its it's representative of its screwed up. Anyways, woo. So yeah, and then we've got like a bunch of clusters here and stuff. So kind of just got to go through the plant, make sure you've gotten every flower. If you don't, it's not the end of the world, but you're kind of gonna waste fruit. Like you're not gonna get proper fruit. So, oh. I'm looking at my phone screen while I'm doing this and I'm missing the flower. All right. So, that's all it takes, you guys. Just a quick flick of the brush and your fruits or your flowers are pollinated. Are there any runners on the strawberries? Of course they are. And what we do is we actually get them in a root ball and we propagate them and then clip them from the mother. So I've got clones here, but the mother plant is just so freaking huge that the clones are overshadowed. But yes, this plant has many runners, one of which being right here. Oh my god, a lot of runners. We got runners right there. There's another one. So yeah, we got a lot. Jack Ashes says just a quickie in the afternoon. Exactly. So yeah, I used the root ball. I did a video on it and we did it together on a live. You encase the runner in a sponge, a damp, or actually not damp, saturated sponge, and then you encase that in the root ball and give it a few days and you'll get roots, at which point you can snip the clone from the mother and put it in its own net pot. So that is the exciting part about strawberries, is they're so easy to clone. The actual goal is to fill up the yellow tower with strawberries. The yellow tower is designated for strawberries. Funny enough, it's named Bumblebee, and she is meant for strawberries. So eventually when I have enough clones, I'm going to, you know, end my run with the yellow tower, get it all cleaned up, and get some full-sized strawberry plants in there. Looking to escape this mayhem. Yes, yes they are. They will be escaping to that tower soon. They're each gonna have their own home, and they will be very happy there. So yeah, I guess tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, oh yeah, tomorrow's Tomato Tuesday. We're gonna prune the tomatoes. Probably not gonna prune too much other than just get the height down. We're gonna go around and prune everything else. Tomorrow makes a week since we did a large pruning last week, so we're kind of gonna go through and do the same thing tomorrow. And yeah, within the next few weeks, we'll be transplanting stuff and starting all over again with the orange tower, which is exciting because, you know, every time I clean up a tower, I'm like, and go. I'm ready to like grow and get started, and I don't want to wait another second. So I can't wait. Yes, I don't have to top plants. I'll show you the difference though. I have a pepper plant that I didn't top, and it's tall. So this is a plant that I didn't top. Now it kind of looks like I did because it splits off here, but I did not top it. It did that all by itself, and now it's quite tall, which is fine, but I'd rather them be a little bushier. But for example, this one I topped. So early on, it splits off into two. So these ones here, we haven't topped. As you can see, they go straight up. If I cut it down to like here, then it's going to split off into two. And it's also, you know, with this grow, every first flower that I'd get, I pinched off for a few weeks. And then I started to let the flowers grow, and they like doubled in size. So I don't know why that happened and what made that, like why pinching off the flowers over and over again makes the fourth round so large, but it also, I'm pretty sure, made the fruit larger. Even the buds here, I don't know, the pepper growing, just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the flowers were so much larger. So we're also going to be, well, topping will take care of that. If we cut this down to here, it'll get rid of all the flowers, and it'll kind of the plant to grow back tenfold. This one looks like it was topped, kind of. It's already splitting off. So yeah, anyway, so that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to be doing some pruning, some cleanup. So bring your coffee and get comfortable, because tomorrow's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be fun. So oh wow, are hornworms good or bad? I think they're bad, right? But anyways, yes, working with nature, totally. That's the beautiful part. When you're growing outside, you work in tandem with nature. Here, I am nature. So I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's gonna be tomorrow, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to be doing a little harvest right now. And yeah, so wish me a good harvest, and I wish you guys a great rest of your day. And if you guys want, come hang out with me tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Bad if you do not. I work with them in the beginning. Nice. Maybe you could tell us more about that, or you should video on it, and I will definitely check that out if you do. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Appreciate all of you. Have a one day. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a great start to your week. I wish you guys all a positive day, a positive week, and I'm sending you all sunshine. You guys have an awesome day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And thanks, Bernie. Thanks, Death Squad. Thanks, Wickershire. Thanks, Jack Ashes. Thanks, Pro Pyro. Thanks, Doc and Ganix and everybody that was here. I probably forgot so many people. I'm so sorry. Main Dad, thank you so much. Appreciate you. You guys have an awesome day. Bye, everybody.